the Liverpool-based band Joe Simons and the Loving Kinds, and we'll be playing this year's Hook and Gun Festival in Wakefield, Yorkshire, and you can catch us also on Smile Radio.
In your face, all over the place.
We're online 24/7. 24/7.
You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Rises.
Smile Radio.
The home of the best new musical, best entertainment, best shows, and a good time.
If you're looking for custom-made curtains and blinds, get yourself down to the Curtain Shop. Visit our showrooms at Kingsway Ossett or High Street, Normanton. For all your curtains, blinds and upholstery needs, go to the Curtain Shop. And if you mention Smile Radio, you'll qualify for free lining for all custom-made curtains. The Curtain Shop, Kingsway Ossett and High Street, Normanton. The Curtain Shop.
Hey, Smile Radio, home of the Game Boys, every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Now back to some great music. Hasta la vista.
Yeah. Welcome. It is Wednesday night here at Smile Radio, and you know what that means. It's time for the Game Boys. We are in the house right now here at Smile Radio. What is going down in Funky Town? Why don't you let us know? You get in contact at Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook, at Smile Radio 3 on Twitter and Instagram. Got a show ahead for you this evening. Going to be bringing the boys in very, very shortly. Going to be talking a little bit about Livefields. I attended that great event this weekend, and oh my god, it was so epic. And yeah, stuff up and coming. A little bit of gaming tonight, but in the meantime, let's bring the lads in. First up, we've got from Middlesbrough in the left corner, Team Red. It's Jonathan, the Losthunstman, Edwards. How you doing, Johnny Edwards? You right?
I'm good, man.
Cool beans. And in the Team Rocket corner, we have got one man in his new TV, the Dark Fusion 49. It's Ryin Leeder. How you doing, Rhino? You alright, buddy?
I'm good. I'm great.
How is the new TV? He was all psyched about it today. He was like, yeah, I got myself a new TV and that. It was like hit and miss if he was going to come on the show because obviously pornography was calling because now we can see it on like big. Is it 4K?
Wow.
Is it 4K?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, you know what you're watching tonight, mate.
Yeah.
He's got a box of Kleenex. That's like I said to the guys earlier because you disappeared out there.
This is why Jam's not here. Didn't you realise?
Well, this is it. Why are you gonna have Jam round and you're gonna like share the experience together? Is that where this is going?
No, that's just what Jam's doing.
We're going to a twisted place right now. Anyway, first up on the list, big question of the evening, lads. It's a Groundhog Day situation. You are waking up and it's the same day over and over again. What would you do? I'll throw it over to you, Ryan. What would you do?
Are you just reliving Happy Death Day by any chance?
No, you're not gonna die. You just reliving like the same day. Groundhog Day, man. You can't say Happy Death Day. Groundhog Day is like the OG material, man. You know, if you're gonna compare it to anything, you compare it to it's a Groundhog Day situation. So yeah, you're in the Groundhog Day situation. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna enjoy life? Are you gonna enhance your mind? Are you gonna play it carefully because you never know when it's gonna end? What are you gonna do in that situation?
Probably do stuff I probably wouldn't normally do.
Probably do stuff you wouldn't normally do. Well, let's hope that the day after comes exactly after the moment you decide to break bad. Johnny, have you got something you particularly like to do if you're stuck in a Groundhog Day situation?
Oof. There's a lot of things.
There's a
lot of people.
Oh, there he goes. He's straight in there, lower. It's like it's not even 9 o'clock. We haven't passed the watershed yet, and he's already lowering the tone. For it, you know, there we go. Losthunstman, Jonathan Edwards, the one and only. But yeah, so I went to Livefields this weekend, lads. What a lineup that was! 3,000 people in attendance. We broadcasted the whole day. It's now available on Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all good podcasting sites, basically. It was a really great experience. We spent the day like in and out of the tent. We had a little bit of a session on stage. I've got a cover picture on my Facebook profile where I was up on stage giving it my Charlie's Angels. Now, Jonno, the camera shy Jonno, if only you'd have been in the shot, you could have been the third Charlie's, you could have been Drew Barrymore, and there's me, Cameron Diaz.
You know I don't like photos.
I know, but then there's Ritchie's like Lucy Lou. You know, it could have been Charlie's Angels, and because I got the half pose ready, but at the time I'd got the gun thing going, like the guy had already taken the picture, so it's like, all right, cool, we'll just roll with that, you know. But no, it's awesome photography. Go check out the page. It's 159 Photography. They are on Facebook. We got to see some great bands. Just John, True Order. Just John did a great Foo Fighters set. You know, what did you think of Just John's Foo Fighters set, Jonno? You really enjoyed it, didn't you?
Oh, man. You know, I was practically creaming my pants.
Honestly, it was something. It was something
He does that
else.
on a daily basis.
You know, yeah, he does that. You know, we'll probably get into that. You know,
I can't lie.
Oh man, he's crude and crass. He's northern.
Grim.
It's all it is. He's just
grim.
northern. So tonight on GameboyZ, we're going to talk about storming Area 51 because that seems to be like quite a hot trend that's going around at the moment. You know, I've seen all the memes on Facebook. I've shared a few of those memes on Facebook, if I'm honest with you, because they are
Have
pretty
you seen
good.
the
They're
one of
funny.
Simon Pegg and the other guy?
Yeah, I saw that. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. They did one together, didn't they? On the note of Facebook memes, because we're going to go to a dark place right now in a second. I'll take you to a dark place before we go into it. You know, we've got some light music in the background, so I figure we'll go to a dark place, you know, early on in the show. Are you seeing that face app thing that's going around? Like, I did it yesterday. I looked like an old ballsack when I did the face thing.
You look like an old ballsack anyway.
Yeah. Oh man, it's taken a really dark turn, and I'm going to keep a note of that one, Ryan. Don't you worry. I'll come back to that one very shortly. A couple of pages this evening have been posting Madeleine McCann memes where she's been aged up, and it's like, has it been that long already? And it's just like, wow,
no.
That's just dark. That's just dark. But anyway, on a lighter note, let's get on with the show with a bit of indie music. Now, Babybird, he was around in the 90s with a song called You're Gorgeous. It's a song that we all sung, especially when we're drunk and levered and, you know, having a good time. It's one of those great catchy songs. Well, I
can't say I did.
You know you've done it, Johnny. You know you've done it. Anyway, he's brought out a new song. And yeah, back after 20 years, he's releasing under his own independent label. This is from his new album, Cave In, and this is Babybird and Cave In. It's a great little tune. It's quite, you know, it's one of those, it's got that modern vibe to it. I really like it. So yeah, go check it out. It's now available on Spotify. We're the GameboyZ. We'll be back to talk some smack very shortly.
Bricks. Got nothing up my sleeve, no tricks. Got no band-aid, no marital aid. There's nothing that seems to click. Oh yeah. Side by side on a mobile phone, buzzing around like drones. Oh yeah. I got no magic touch to unscrew this crutch that hobbles us round like clones. Oh yeah. Lithium, Xanax, Quaaludes. No wait, no sleep, just booze. Got the room in my nose, injecting my toes. My life's not the life I chose. Oh yeah. I wanna clean myself out. Oh yeah. Rid my selfishness of doubt. But then I see you, and I know it's true. When I'm in trouble, you're the name I shout. And when the bell caves in, you're standing holding up my wall. So many technological diseases. A little rectangle is the new Jesus. It vibrates your soul with a chip of black gold as your brain cells deplete like sneezes. As this new science increases, more products on the market to please us. It all gets under the skin, but the pleasure grows thin. I just pray they wake us up before the freeze. And when the bell caves in, you're standing holding up my wall. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing but a pile of bricks. Got nothing up my sleeve, no tricks. Got no band-aid, no mouth. marital aid. There's nothing that seems to click. Side by side on our mobile phones, buzzing around like drones. I got my magic touch to unscrew this crutch that hobbles us round like clothes. Lithium, Xanax, Quaaludes. No wait, no sleep, just booze. Got a room in my nose, injecting my toes. My life's not the life I chose. I wanna clean myself out, rid my selfishness of doubt. But then I see you, and I know it's true. When I'm in trouble, you're the name I shout. And when the bell caves in, you're standing holding up my wall. And when the bell
Yeah, new one by Babybird there. That was Cave In. That was a great little track there. I really did like that one. Go check him out. He is on Spotify and that. All great music listening sites. And I believe the album is available in stores. But he has released it independently. His first independent release in about 20 years, I believe. But yeah, go check it out. New release. Anyway, bringing the Gameboys back in. How are we doing, lads? Because you guys are playing some Warframe this evening, which we're going to be talking about as the gaming topic of the evening very shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we are.
I mean, honestly, I feel like you guys have become zombies in the zombie. I've been playing zombie games this week while you guys have been playing Warframes, and I feel like you guys have turned
You've been
into
addicted
zombies.
to Dead Rising. That's what's happened.
But it's like I keep telling you, it's more like that stress reliever. You can go on there and just like pummel about 1,000 zombies in a sin. I'm liking nearly 20,000 zombies. But anyway, yeah, big topic of the evening. Ryan's tiny penis. No, I'm only kidding. The big topic of the evening is storming Area 51 on the internet at the moment.
I have to play zombie games so I don't hit my child.
I'm not gonna hit. It's not my child, man. It's just general life. I've had builders in. Yeah, mainly.
Danny,
yeah, that's not lie. Yeah, it's the missus. But yeah,
you're scared of her. We know this.
The big thing of the week is Area 51, and it's taken the internet by storm. Literally, the idea of storming Area 51 to try and find out if there is intelligent life inside of it. I mean, I can tell you where there isn't intelligent life, and that's in the White House right now. But yeah,
yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. Storming Area 51. Is it something you guys would like to do? Have you sort of thought about this a little bit? Would you, if you had the opportunity to go, would you be on the plane?
I would 100% do it.
Johnny, straight on the Ryan, would you do it?
Yeah, probably. 100%. Actually, yeah, no, I'd definitely go. Why not?
Well, guess what, lads?
What could I lose?
Tonight we're sending you off to Area 51. No, man, you wish. Actually, that'd be pretty cool, right? But
One of these days.
Well, we'll throw it out there. Hashtag get the Gameboys to Area 51. We'll throw that out there and see if we can catch something on there. I'll drop it on a tweet. We'll do that right now in the next song. I think get the Gameboys to Area 51.
Yeah, boy.
As the hashtag. So if you see it on Twitter tonight, give it a retweet, give it a share. We're going for it. Let's go for it. But yeah. Storming Area 51, what do you think? Do you think there'll be aliens? Do you think there's going to be aliens?
Nah. See, I reckon There will be aliens, but they won't be at Area 51 because it's literally marked on a map.
No. Well, that's it. It's on satellite photos and everything, and because it's such a commonly known place now, I mean, it is the go-to place for conspiracy theorists. Not far from that is the black box. It's like conspiracy theory. If I was an alien, right, I would be like, I wouldn't be going to the place that I know people are going to be staring at me for a fish tank. I'm going to be off to like Hawaii, that place would have done them stone-faced Easter Island. I'd be chilling out there for a few weeks because nobody's looking
Easter
there.
Island, really?
Well, you look at all the places in the world with like strange like buildings that you got the pyramids. I mean, they're a pretty popular place to go, but Area 51 is overall alien central in that, right? If I was an alien, I'd be like checking it out, and I'd be like, you know what, nah, it's too hot for me there, bro. Let's like go into one of them resort towns, and you got like the all-inclusive, but you can't get to the buffet bar because there's so much of a queue. So yeah, I don't think the aliens would be there. And I said to you guys, and I said it to Danny just before the show, like, if there was any signs of intelligent life out there in space, like, I'm sure the leaders of the world would be, like, kept in the loop on this, which would mean that the current president of the USA would know that there's aliens. And let's face it, this guy, he can't help himself on Twitter, can he?
They're not going to tell him, are they?
Well, yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like that, oh, man, he's the commander-in-chief, we kind of got to tell him, and it's like, no, I don't think we should, but... if this was the case, like the leader of the free world of the USA and that, he would know that there's aliens, surely, right? He would know. And you know what he's like on Twitter? He'd be like, yeah, been talking with the aliens today. These ones we don't want to build a wall with. Huge potential and deals.
Brand new trade deal.
Yeah, trade deal, huge potential, whopping deal. And yeah, it would probably be the only aliens that he wouldn't want to build that wall against. So yeah, he'd have all that, and it'd be on Twitter. And then 5 minutes later, he'd all be like, nah, didn't meet no aliens, bruv. Don't know what you're talking about. Hashtag new number, who dis? That's how he'd be about it, because he can't help himself, and it would be.
He wouldn't, though, would he?
So, well, yeah.
He'd wear it proudly that he screwed up.
I don't know, he doesn't, it's not like wearing it proudly, it's just like complete ignorance of like cocking up in it. It's like, there's wearing it proudly, like, yeah, I cocked up, but you know what, I don't give a flying monkeys. And then there's like... So yeah, anyway, tomorrow we're going to just like push this kid aside in the face and be like, yeah, we're going to look over there at that green scenery. He just doesn't, there's no realization of it. But yeah, anyway, Area 51, good luck to you, because the military are getting like a little bit pissed off of this now as well. It's coming up on the news that they keep giving warnings like, please don't come and do this, please stop coming to like storm Area 51. Do you think it's going to happen? That's the big question.
It won't happen.
You don't have the faith, Ryan. Do you think it's going to happen?
Nah.
You don't. Yeah, again, you don't think it's. I mean, if it did say it did happen and that, right?
I don't think it would.
It did happen, and I mean, they got kind of the idea that there's so many of us that they can't take us all at once and that, right? I mean, you got to think that there's alien technology if there is alien there, and they're going to be straight up like. Brap, you want to see aliens? Click, we've got some aliens for you right here. So nobody's getting through the gate to talk about it, because they're going to be seeing like alien weapons, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, storming crowd, like gas explosion vein and weather balloon hit Roswell again. What's the chances like? What's the flipping chances, But yeah, let's have some music. It's Smile Radio. We're just talking whatever there's on tonight. We're going to talk gaming in the next section, but we're going to have some Cyanide Sundae. These guys are a punk rock band. Great little band. They sent us a new track this week, and this is the one I'm going to play. It's called Born Ready. It's from the EP Blinded Generation. Go check them out. Again, all these great artists, they're on Spotify. Hit them up. This is Smile Radio. We are, of course, the Game Boys.
Take care, determined
emotional chest. She desecrates, she manipulates, total mastery is her agenda. She'll take what you want by force, with barely a hint of remorse. Complete supremacy. There's cruelty even in kindness. A spoken threat under cover of silence. She intimidates, she lies in wait, exploiting weakness with efficiency. Imprisoned in your desires, like a puppet controlled by wires.
The kids are all on drugs just to keep them sane. Oh, the kids are all in pain and they want to escape, but they can't because the world won't let them.
Put down the lead. The kids are on drugs. 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 And have you ever wondered how it feels to be low like our shoes that are on your feet, or the feeling of our feet on this under the sea? Well, just on you lying on the sheet, doesn't have a face to see, 'cause you only got 74 likes on your recent grab. And what's the point you go punk, you'll be fucking punk. If the kids are on drugs, the kids are on drugs, the kids are on drugs, the kids are on drugs. We're gonna go stop now, baby, that's the way to the top. Hey! And even if it's not what's to do it, cause you wanna stand out from all the other kids who say drugs. Oh!
Drugs, in it obvious enough? Social media makes them sad, and we're knocking on your door for more.
There you go, we had a little bit of a triple play right there. That was local band Wild Horse. They're a great little band there, and that was The Kids Are On Drugs. Before that was Koburg and Karma Is a Bitch, and kicking off the triple play was Born Ready. Welcome back, it's the Game Boys. It's Thursday night here on Smile Radio, and of course, it's time for the gaming section of the show. So let's talk about gaming. I'm going to bring the lads back in to the fold. How are we doing, fellas?
Should we be able to hear you twice?
I don't, maybe. I think it's my headset. Hang on a second. Let me just check. Yeah, I think it's my headset. Hang on. Yeah, it's my headset. It's super sensitive. Sorry. But yeah. Gaming, you guys are playing on Warframe this week. How are you finding it? So what's brought you back to Warframe?
The new update that's coming out at Christmas.
The new update that's coming out at Christmas. Right, Johnny, talk to me about the new update that's coming out at Christmas. What's going on with this then?
Well, have you heard of a game called Star Citizen?
It rings a bell, yeah. It rings a couple of bells there, yeah.
It's this massive space sim where you can control everything from a fighter to capital ships with friends.
Yeah.
And well, they've been doing that for about 7 years now on a crowdfundme.
Right, okay. So it's kind of like you're a space pirate
Got
sort of thing.
nowhere near bringing that out.
Yeah.
And now Warframe, a free game that you don't have to pay for, is bringing it out in Christmas time.
So they've incorporated that non-developmental Kickstarter game into their fold, which is an interesting development, really, considering, like you said, it's a free game. Now you can pay for upgrades in Warframe. Now talk to me about the upgrades that you can buy. What are the upgrades for this game? Because obviously these are all digital content, and you know we live in the civilization of pay to win. So how does it work with DLC and Warframe then, Jonathan?
So there's no DLC. Every update is free.
That's cool.
And the pay side of it is you can pay for the in-game currency, you know, like with phone games.
Yeah.
It's called Platinum, and you can use that to speed up builds, buy Warframes you don't have that you just want to get, not work towards.
Yeah.
But you can, if you want, go through the entire game, play every single bit without paying a dime if you wanted to.
Well, that is a pretty cool thing to do, because it's very rare that you actually have a game where you can actually play through the whole thing for free.
In fact, the creators of Warframe actually put in a part where it was like a dice roll of what.
You can hear how excited he is. He's just kind of like dropped off.
He's
right
so
there.
excited. He's turned his headset off.
He's just gone. He's just left. But yeah, Ryan, while he's disappeared, you talk to me a bit about Warframe.
Headset problems.
All right, it's okay, buddy. We'll just go over to Ryan because I'll let him in. I'll just give him a little segue because he was gonna, he was itching to get in there because I heard him with his platinum. Are you a platinum rich player then, Ryan? Do you have a lot of platinum in Warframe?
No, do I have? No,
so you're
I'm the person who scrounges off everyone else.
Just another broadcast player trying to make it in the Warframe hood. Now I've had my experience of Warframe.
To be fair,
go on, sorry, buddy.
Go on.
No, after you.
To be fair, it's like we'll get there eventually.
We will.
It depends on how quickly you want to go through the game, because you could go through the game really quickly just getting platinum. Otherwise, you'll be here for like months on ends getting warframes and weapons and stuff like that to get to where you want to be.
It's a lot of what gamers call farming. Now, for the non-gamers out there, farming is a process where you just sort of like you grind and you just work the same area over and over and over again. I get bored of it. It's the repetition that does my head in. It's just like I can't do it. I want to pull my hair out, you know what I mean? So yeah, kudos to you guys. Warframe, then what's your gamer score? Let's give it a gamer score out of 10. Jonno, as we lost you, what's your gamer score this week for Warframe?
I'll give it a strong 9. The one thing that holds it back is its early game.
Yeah.
Because it's really confusing because it doesn't hold your hand at all.
Yeah, I think that was another thing that sort of put me off with it. Was that? I mean, it's nice that you've given a game a 9. To be honest, it's very rare that a 9 is dished out on a gaming review there. So yeah, that's cool. Ryan, what's your gamer score out of 10?
Probably like an 8.5.
He's been that guy, the 8 point. He's the half a spoonful of sugar guy.
No, like it's really good, but there is quite a lot of bugs in the game at the minute. So like you would have a melee weapon out and then you can't reload your primary and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's on the buggy note. Like I said earlier on in the show, I've sort of been doing a zombie week. I played a little bit of Dead Rising 4 because it's now gone on the Xbox Games Pass. That's why I sound so tired this evening. Is because I've been like, I am like a zombie right now. I've been sort of getting right deep into it. 35% through it at the moment. I think it's a good solid game. You're bashing a lot of zombies in it. I mean, that's always a great little stress reliever at any time of the day. If you're feeling really pent up and rageful, you just beat the crap out of some zombies. You're talking to Ryan, just beat some crap out of some zombies. It's a great little game for that. But it's again the rinse and repeat thing. You go past a group of people in need, and that group of people, you'll come back to them 10 minutes later, and they're back in need again. It's like, you can't help yourselves already, like, you know what I mean? And it's the same issues every time. But the story seems really good. I'm chasing a big monster at the moment, but I don't know anything else about it other than I'm chasing a big monster. I purposely stayed away from all of the other gaming reviews. I come to this game without any sort of prior knowledge to it. I mean, I played the other ones. But I mean, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 this week as my sort of gaming review, because I thought I'd put a little bit of grind into the gaming side of it this week, because these guys always do the gaming review side of it. You guys have had a bash of it as well. Johnny, what's your thoughts on Dead Rising 4?
I like it, but I got bored of it fairly quickly.
It is, again, it's the repetition side of it, isn't it? It's just very much, it's like very samey. It's the same kind of objectives of everything you kind of do, and so gamer score, what would you give it out of 10?
I'd probably say a 5, just not my kind of game.
Wow. Ryan, your thoughts on Dead Rising, because you're quite new to it, you've only just come into it. What's your gamer score of the week?
I think, it's quite repetitive. I'd probably say, I don't know, 7.
A 7.
I just like the weapons in it, like just how crazy and like mental they are.
Okay, so if I threw the two into the mix together, Warframe or Dead Rising, which one are you likely to go on this week then, fellas?
Warframe.
It's 2 Warframes there to 1 Dead Rising. Warframe's just not my cup of tea. It's really, I gave it a try. I'm going to give it a try at Christmas, I promise you that. But until then, I'm just going to wait until see what happens. That's me. Stay tuned. We have got some more stuff coming up here. We're going to talk some random stuff. It's GameboyZ. It's Thursday night here on Smile Radio. Don't forget, it's the best NSFW entertainment you're going to catch on online. That's for sure. Anyway, we've got some
100%.
Best Intentions and Losers Club coming up now, because it's San Diego Comic Con at the moment, and Yeah, all the big trailers are being released.
Is it?
Yeah, Danny's eagerly awaiting It Chapter 2 because they released a load of footage at Comic-Con yesterday with regards to it. I read about the footage yesterday, but no, today, sorry. And yeah, the trailer's coming out globally today apparently. She's eagerly on the edge of her seat, so yeah, we're gonna wait and see what other trailers come from Comic-Con. You know, I'm hoping one year that we will get to get out there and just sort of do the coverage, you know, the same year that we get to go storm Area 51, isn't it, lads? So yeah,
boys.
Anyway, up next on the list is Best Intentions, and this is a song called The Losers Club, you know, in honour of It Chapter 2.
Dream you declare I can make, so it seems I'm a wreck, I'm a mess, and I'm far from the best. You don't understand me. I'm waking up to the truth about you. Your shallow burn
£4 a pint to conform, Malanorm, smack and smite. How does it feel to be out on the town every night? £4 a pint to conform, Malanorm, smack and smite. Batten down the hatches and crack out the rum. Oh, pass me down the matches. Welcome to the garrison. Cheers against the latches. And out all the guns up. Hoist the rebel colours. Welcome to the garrison. Learn all the log
Welcome back to the Game Boys. You thought we'd gone, didn't you? But no, we were here. We were just having a little bit of a chill to the music, because it's Thursday night. We're getting ready for the weekend. It is coming up to festival season, of course. Well, it is festival season, really, isn't it? We're in the height of festival season at the moment. So, we're just like chilling to music, because that's what it's all about. Summer holidays are about to begin. I, for one, I don't know, I'm not looking forward to them as much as I used to be, mainly because I have to be a responsible parent, and responsibilities isn't my bag, baby. I wrote a book about it. It's called Responsibilities Isn't My Bag, Baby by Ritchie, Johnston. But yeah, welcome back again to the Game Boys.
What a crockish.
Thanks, Ryan. I didn't really write a book about it.
Hey.
Yeah, I know. Well, 47 minutes into the show and we got him triggered a little bit, But yeah, I've had a bit because you're celebrating the arrival of a new television this evening. You've gone 4K, haven't you? Have you noticed the difference in your gaming just yet? Has it sharpened the quality of your gaming for you at all?
Well, yeah, but I was playing on a computer monitor before.
Oh, is that what you was going for before? You was going for the hipster gamer look. I don't do TVs, I do PC monitors. You're one of those guys. Okay, that's cool. I see where this conversation's heading.
No, I just kind of lost my TV.
Oh!
No, here we go.
Hashtag Christmas special, yeah.
Nah, it's not Christmas special.
But yeah,
these things happen.
Having a 50-inch TV, obviously, like I said, you've got your box of hankies and your Vaseline to the ready. Don't forget, prepare for calluses, mate. That's all I can say. But yeah, 4K gaming. I got a brand new television myself a couple of weeks ago because my old one it was on the way out, and we got the new one and that broke. Like the day that we got it broke, like out of the box. It's annoying because you get something, you get it up on the wall, mounted it all perfectly. I switched it on, and I'm playing it for a couple of hours, and it's absolutely spot on, like gaming quality, 4K, and it's amazing. I didn't really think I'd notice the difference because I'm kind of I can't see that well without my glasses on, and I never wear my glasses because I'm a vain sod. And yeah, I noticed the difference in that. But yeah, so inevitably the insurance got involved, got the insurance sorted out, went to go get a new TV today, which we're getting on Sunday. And lo and behold, I'm sure you've seen this one yourself, Jonathan, the 75-inch 8K television was just there for me to look at, and me and Jake both walked up to it. And I looked at him, and I looked at the television, and I was like, I would sell him for this TV. Yeah. I mean, I straight up would, man. I'm not even messing about. I was like, wow, I just imagine playing And do you know what they was playing on there? They had gaming footage on there, and they was playing Red Dead, and it looked absolutely amazing. I was like, yeah, kid.
You definitely went to Curry's PC World then.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I looked. I was
wait, how much was that TV?
It was $5,000 nearly. It's only
a lot more than you can afford.
Only $5,000.
Well, when I was looking this morning, I found a 94-inch 8K TV for $84,000.
Yeah, they get even more expensive than that though. And this was the thing, I was looking at a home cinema system, and like the 4DX thing, you can actually get your own personalised 4DX kit. You can get this at home, fitted to your home and everything. Obviously, you've got to have a whole sound system and stuff. Price tag, can you guess where it starts from?
$100,000.
Easily.
It's 50 quid for the headphones, and then it's about, for the whole kit, you're talking about £20,000 all in for everything, and that's to have it fitted into your room as well for the full 4DX. See, I don't know where the water generator fits in it, because apparently it's 4DX, so when somebody's getting into one of them angry rage shouts in a movie and they're gobbing all over this place, you're supposed to be able to feel when the rock's spitting in your face and that, innit? I mean, I know that's something that Ryan, you've been personally waiting for years.
No.
Me, I've been listening. All you've been doing this week is Hobbs and Shaw. Oh, that's all you've been talking about. That's all I've been hearing.
Could you play the trailer?
No, I said, can you guess the trailer?
You played the trailer,
and he's like, Hobbs and Shaw, I can't wait. And I told you guys that some of it was filmed. Some of it was filmed just down the road from me, which is pretty cool. I didn't hang out with The Rock. I'm too cool for that guy, man. He's big in that, but I only hang out with the cool guys.
He likes to think.
Yeah. Well, if he'd dropped by for a cuppa, I'd have been like, look, Dwayne, I guess I got 20 minutes spare. I probably got to go pick up Jake or something. Have a drink, have a chat, have a drink and a smile. But you got to go, mate. I ain't got the time for this today. And yeah, I think you took the hint, so yeah, he didn't show you around. Now Jason Statham, he was on the estate though, selling Jason Statham's like in his little ice cream van. Jason Statham's like on the estate, and yeah, all the kids are following him around. But nah, yeah, Hobbs and Shaw coming out very soon. You guys spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, and I know that Ryan, waiting for that film to come out. And Johnny, what's your thoughts? Are you gonna go cinema and see it?
Might do, might not do. It's not the end of the world if I don't.
See, Johnny's playing it coy because Johnny is also a DK.
He knows what happens if he doesn't.
He's a drift king, isn't it? You know what I mean? I know this about Johnny. He loves his car racing and stuff, so...
But it's not about drifting anymore, is it? Or car racing.
Well, they're going into that kind... From what you made out, it's kind of gone into the James Bond sort of style of franchising, I guess. And it's like more espionage than anything else. Espionage. And yeah, big topic of the week, I guess, as well, isn't it? You know, you got to figure... Bond, the new Bond film, is going to feature a black female 007. And the internet has gone absolutely crazy over this because this was the headline that was all over the place.
No.
Yeah. Right, so there is a story behind this, right? So, you know, like when you don't read, you kind of like half read between the lines like everybody tends to do these days and not read the full article. So I'm going to start off with this side of it. I read the comment section alone, and there was just massive uproar. How dare they do this? Female James Bond and all that. And if you actually read the article, James Bond is still Daniel Craig. 007 is a different actress. It's not James Bond that's being changed, it's just 007. And from what we know, at the end of Sky, Spectre, isn't it? He's quit the game. And that's what they've said at the beginning of this, he's quit the game. So, you know, they're not going to hold that 007 mantle open for him, are they? They're not going to be like, you know what, Bond, it's cool, you piss all over us all over the time, you know, you blow up all of our fancy shit, all that sort of stuff, you know. It's all good. You take some time off, bruv. You come back when you sorted your head out, and you go from there. That's not how it works, is it? So it makes sense that 007 would get replaced. And, you know, we're in that, obviously, phase at the moment where we needed a lot of strong female characters in movies. And, you know, I'm cool with that. You know, I just don't need it rubbed in my face so much. It's cool. I get it. You know, equality for one and equality for all. But you can't have equality when somebody's asking for more than one of the others. You get me? It's one of those, isn't it? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get it. There's a female 007 in this one. But there is also James Bond. So, yeah. Johnny, I know you're the man that's, like, sitting there probably clutching onto the chair getting ready to, like... rage your nearest thing out the window. What's your thoughts on it? Female 007, mate.
Well, female 007, I don't have a problem.
Well, that's it. You know, you get it.
Once you put it that way, I don't have a problem.
That's how it was outlined in the article, that James Bond has quit MI7 or MI6, whichever one it is these days. And yeah, there's a female 007, and she's played by an actress who's in Captain Marvel. I really liked the character in Captain Marvel. She was quite good. No, it's not Brie Larson. It's not Brie Larson, mate. You're all good. But yeah, it was one of those that I was just kind of like, well, you know, it's cool. I get that. You know, they keep the 007 mantle open and that. You know, they're not going to be like Bond come back whenever. It's not going to work that way. So yeah. You get it, and you're cool with that. And Johnny's usually the first one on the I can't believe they've done that, like, bandwagon, aren't you, mate?
That's him.
He is. You know, we're just honest. It's all it is. We're just honest. Now, Ryan, you're the easily triggered one. What's your thoughts on it? Because I know you're a car man, and Bond is all about the car, women, and fast lifestyles and that. So I'm guessing you're a Bond fan. Yeah, what's your thoughts on it like this?
Do you know what? I think it'd be quite good. I think it's a good opportunity.
Well, this is again.
Assuming they do it right.
It's, you know, it's not the first time there's been an alternative like 00 in a like a Bond movie and that. You know,
yeah.
They've stated that these are clearly about James Bond. It's not 007. It's about James Bond as this arc, and they could end it. They could end his arc and end James Bond as 007, and they could go off with a female 007 and spin that off. You know what I mean? Because that's what they've been itching to do for years. They've been talking about it since the days of Pierce Brosnan. I can remember as a kid when GoldenEye came out and it's like, the next 007 is going to be a woman. And it's a conversation that's been going on for years, and that, you know, Jane Bond, and it could work, you know, but it's 007, you know, he's like the Highlander. There can be only one James Bond, but I mean, obviously there's been many. He's kind of like the Highlander meets Doctor Who, because he's a man of many faces, isn't he? But yeah, so yeah, Are you guys both excited for the newest Bond film when it comes out? Rami Malek is confirmed as the villain.
I haven't seen anything about it.
Have you not? Well,
I'll be honest.
Rami
That's
Malek,
the first I've heard about it.
who recently was of Bohemian Rhapsody fame. He's currently in the game I'm playing at the moment called Until Dawn. I'll talk about that in another show because I want to get a bit more into it before I do a full-on review about it. It's an older game, but it's in PS now, so you know I've got nothing better to do in my time. So I'm going to talk
This
about
is
all the
what
stuff.
happens when no games come out.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, 007. It's an interesting track history though. It's one of those, and there's always been a theory about it as well. Like everybody's got their own theories about it. That it's always like it's 007, and James Bond is the code name that gets passed on from agent to agent, and that because it would kind of make sense that he's rolled through from the 60s and stuff. However, in light of recent events, we've got Blofeld coming back, Inspector and stuff, and that kind of blows it out the water. Blofeld blowing out the water again, that bugger. But yeah, with this new one, from what I'm gathering, and I'm not the first person that's actually said this, and I want to go on record to say this right now, like that I reckon that they're going to go down the route of Dr. No, because like Rami Malek said already in an interview that he doesn't want to play a specific terrorist type that he's always like typecast to. And you guys know the specific stereotype that he's always kind of getting cast to as a villain, and that he's always that. I mean, he's of Egyptian descent, so he's always going to get cast into them sort of roles and that, which is he's a guy with many talents. But yeah, he stated, I don't want to be a terrorist of affiliated groups and that. So it kind of makes sense if they go with the Dr. No thing. I mean, I don't know. Have you guys seen Dr. No? Is that one of the Bond films that you've seen? Because it's an old one to you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, I have seen it, but I can't remember much of it.
Dr. No, it's the one with Ursula Andress, and there's a bit, it's like, this is in the 60s, bearing in mind, and I can remember watching this as a kid, and it was one of those moments that it drew my attention. You actually get to see her boobs in it. Yeah, I'm going to lower the tone for a little minute, but I was just like, this is like at 6 years old, I was like, yeah, so I was doing this, oh my god, she's got her boobies out, and she's there in the shower and that, and that's like, this is a film from the 60s. Sounds like, this is a family-friendly film with boobs in it, this is like me discovering that you can watch family-friendly film with the boobs in it.
Since when has Bond been a family-friendly film?
All the old ones were like PGs and that, man.
It's got a point.
Or 12, It's only recently that they've gone more, since they've gone more edgier, I mean, look at Roger Moore. He was like, he was a good Bond, yeah, but he was also like a spoofish Bond. He was just like all about the martinis, making love, and being this jive ass turkey and stuff, and he had the Smokey and the Bandit Sheriff thing going on in a couple of films and that. They made it sort of comedy with him, and then you had Dalton and Brosnan, who kind of brought the seriousness back to it. Well, apart from that last one, Die Another Day, I don't know what happened there, if somebody was on a bad acid trip or what when they wrote that, but that one was a bit of a catastrophe of a Bond. And then yeah, Daniel Craig kind of rebooted the franchise with this like street thug looking Bond and that, and like my better half, Danny, you're not a big fan of Daniel Craig, are you? Nah, she doesn't like him at all. She's like, nah, I ain't really bothered about it, because you're not really a big Bond fan anyway, are you? Nah. So yeah, Danny's not up for the next one, but I think I'm gonna go see it. I'm kind of interested.
Hasn't he retired in like 4 of them?
Yeah, every time he's like, yeah, I ain't doing it anymore. You can get yourself a new Bond, and then like Sony are like, hey Daniel, here's another $25 million, and he's just like, I guess there's time to die another day. And there you go, there's my Bond fun of the evening. Right, I have actually been rabbiting for a little while because we've been talking films for a bit. Let's have a new music alert right now. This is Indie Butterfly's Dream and Radio Zombie. You're listening to the Game Boys. We're going to come back with some witty banter because it's 10 o'clock. We'll have a word from our sponsors very shortly. But yeah, party on, guys.
That's what we do.
Whoop the whoop whoop, wobble up a dub dub.
I've been listening to the radio ever since I was a little boy. And my mommy, she taught me all I know. She bought my first guitar as a toy. I would play every day. I wrote lyrics to it too. Radio Zombie, why would
find my misconnection. Because all my friends say I'm unattainable. 'Cause I don't want love if it's unsustainable. I just wanna love myself. Don't wanna take a chance. Don't wanna fall again. 'Cause life's just a dance and all my friends say I'm unattainable. 'Cause I just wanna love myself.
Awake at last there, and unobtainable. Before that was Paper Crowns and Are You Listening? And kicking off the triple play was Indie Butterfly's Dream. Welcome back, one and all. It's the Game Boys this Thursday night on Smile Radio. You know, the home of the best indie music from around the world. We've had some great submissions in this week that you should be listening out for throughout the week. Tomorrow we've got an action-packed lineup of shows. We've got Rich and Chris in the afternoon with the drive time. We've got Beth Williams 2 o'clock with the Beth Williams Indie Americana show. At 3 o'clock we've got the JJ Kane radio show. Go check that one out, it's quite new to Smile Radio. 6 o'clock we've got Colonel Bacchus bringing it Wackus over from Tennessee. From 9 o'clock you got the Codfather, and then 10 o'clock you got the show that you've all been waiting for. That's right, the Game Boys will be back again with the Renegade Rock Hours. Now yeah, we're back in the meantime this Thursday night here. It's Smile Radio, we're at 10 past 10, so you know, it's only right that we go to a word from some of the sponsors when I can actually reach it. I've got reaching issues, but we'll have a little bit of chat with the Game Boys in the meantime while I'm getting to the sponsors. So lads, you know, Love Island is the craze at the moment. I know that you both intensely have been watching this, like, you know, you know, it's like redefining.
To be fair, Johnny's a big fan of it.
I know he is. I've caught him in an afternoon watching it. You know, he's been like, yeah, I'm watching Love Island. Like, how can I play? Otherwise, I'd be out stealing cars because that's what we do in my spare time, like and stuff. You know, but he's just like
apparently
hooked on the Love. He's hooked on the Love Island and that. But yeah, as we live in that, as we sort of live in this sort of society where
what can I say? Girls walking around barely dressed.
Yeah, well, I guess you have a point there, I guess, for that. But anyway, like, on that note, if you could have any part of yourself surgically enhanced, what would it be, and why would you have it done? Now, there's a little twist to this, you know. There's a little twist to this because we live in the sci-fi generation, and you know, I managed to like freak you guys out with the scenario of Johnny's autoerotic asphyxiation with this Xbox and Warframe earlier.
What?
Yeah, you missed all that, man. But yeah, you could be cybernetically enhanced, so you could have any cybernetic enhancement as well. You know, you can take it a little sci-fi. What would you have done? Jonno, I'll throw this one over to you, bud.
Ooh, robot arms.
You want robot arms. So, of all things, you'd want robot arms. Do you know, if you jerked off with a robot arm, you'd probably rip your rooster off, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying,
but you'd be able to control it, wouldn't you?
Well, you gotta think...
you could have, like, a gun or something in it.
You're not... so not only would you be comfortable yanking it with, like, a metallic hand, you know, I mean, I guess I could see where the stranger appeal is. You want to play Russian roulette with that, with like a gun, you know. I mean, we live in an age now where technology isn't at its best. I mean, I'm just talking about a scenario where I've gone through 3 TVs in a month here. And you're talking about a hand with a gun in it that you could, if you pulled one off, you'd probably blow your nutsack off at the same time. And you'd be happy with that.
Let's be honest, if we can cybernetically enhance people, then that is going to be no problem.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You could be like for all you know, they're like, dude, yeah, we're just testing this. Oh, you want the gun arm? Yeah, we're testing that. We're developing that one at the moment. There has been a few faults on that, but yeah, so yeah, Johnny wants gun arms. That's cool. Welcome to the gun show. Bang bang. There you go. Ryan, what would be your perky enhancement, and why would you do it?
It'd be legs, probably.
You'd have the legs. Okay, so. Would that be like all of it from the waist down, or would it just be the legs?
Wait, just the legs.
Just the legs. Okay, right. Okay, so you want to run? So is it because you want to run fast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that all it is? Just because you want to run fast? Just that's it. You wouldn't want the power of intense sight or anything like that. So Johnny wants like jerk and blow 'em off hands and. Ryan just wants I can run faster than Usain Bolt legs. You know, there's like a world of
Mate, I'd
possibilities.
make a lot of money off that.
Well, what were you expecting us to say?
I don't know. I thought you'd probably
An eyeball implant that allows us to see naked girls?
that one sounds more like that sounds to me like a proper Johnny answer. Does that one? You know, that sounds like a realistic Johnny answer. To be fair, that's like Twitch stream Johnny answer where we just got banned from
I thought
Twitch.
Johnny was going to say something completely different.
Yeah, no, he's going off on a tangent. I mean, if I went for it, man, I don't know. I'd probably go. I'd just be like, you know what? Take the brain and put it in a full body and that. You know, hey, how would you feel about me being a robot?
To be honest,
Cyberman at
I
that
wouldn't
point.
mind that either.
Yeah. She says it'd be a bit weird, you know, but you know, I'm not saying like it'd still be me. It's my brain and my eyeballs, probably. You know, I don't know. Like we're going with RoboCop here. I mean, I'd probably be like, well, you know, the eyeballs are pretty shoddy as well. I mean, let's face it, the body is like kind of like on its way out. You know, it's like a clapped out Nova, great in its day, not so much these days. You know. But yeah, I'd go for the body. I'd be like, yeah, just you know, you take the brain out, give me the body, give me like. It doesn't even have to be buff. You can just keep the body the same, just as long as I'm like all like, you know. I'd go for that Terminator thing, innit? You know, not quite Cyberman, not quite Terminator, but something in between. As long as I could taste still, so I'd want my tongue, because I got a pretty good tongue, apparently.
Like how he
You
says,
know.
I'll be all robot, and now he's just...
No, I'm a good
getting
talker,
human
is what
parts
people
back
say.
in.
You know, I was up on the stage and people were like, hey, you're a good talker and that, you know.
That's what you meant.
Yeah. Anyway, while we're lowering the tone, I can now reach over. It is time for a word from some of our sponsors here at Smile Radio. Stay tuned, we've got more Game Boys coming up after some of this.
If you're looking for custom-made curtains and blinds, get yourself down to the Curtain Shop. Visit our showrooms at Kingsway Ossett or High Street Normanton. For all your curtains, blinds and upholstery needs, go to the Curtain Shop. And if you mention Smile Radio, you'll qualify for free lining for all custom-made curtains. The Curtain Shop, Kingsway Ossett and High Street Normanton. The Curtain Shop.
Hey, this is Jan Land here, and you can hear my new single Outside the Lines right here on Smile Radio. You can find more of my music at janlandhere.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? Broadcasting around the world.
Well, hello.
This is your #1 internet radio station.
So yeah, welcome back. Here's the Game Boys again for the next little while. You know, we've got plenty of music to go, so I figure we'll go till the music goes out. If you guys are happy to do that this evening, you know, we'll make it like one of those, you know. But yeah, so yeah, we're talking about cybernetic parts. I'd go for the full metal body, I guess. I want the skin though, you know. I want the skin and the ability to be able to touch and like do all the fun stuff still, you know. I want the Wolverine endoskeleton. I think that's my thing, but you know. I'm not an X-Men, so I can't handle that, so I need the body, I don't know. But yeah, there's our weird Love Island thing for the evening. We've got more wacky chat coming up as well, because it's a Game Boys, it wouldn't be a Thursday night without it. Ryan, you said you got a possible segment coming up in the next few weeks. Let's talk about your little segment. What's going on with you and your new segment?
Wait, which one are we on about?
Cards Against Humanity, bruv. Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, where I basically read out one of the cards on the humanity, and then we have to vote who has the funniest one.
Yeah.
But there's one rule: we cannot break the internet.
Man, you kind of want to break the internet, though, don't you? You know what I mean? It's one of those. It's like if you're
Do you
gonna
want a
do
radio
it,
show?
If you're gonna do it, you might as well go whole hog. It's like you don't go into a game of strip poker and be like, oh, you know what? We're all naked at the end of it. Let's call it a night. I'll call you a taxi. Do you? You know, you got intentions when you do that. So you got to kind of show these intentions when you like, you know, you getting on to the like mic and you got like Cards Against Humanity. It's like, yeah, George Bush's sister, and then my answer could be something like things that I wouldn't do in this lifetime. You know what I mean? It's just stuff like that. I mean, that was just off the top of my head, obviously.
Sister.
Johnny's just itching there with that card, isn't it? You know.
Wow.
He's already started it. He started it already. You know. This is how low we can go with each segment. You know.
This is what happens when you're the only person in Smile that has a sister.
Well, yeah, I've got a
Well, on
sister.
GameboyZ.
You know, you're not the only one on Swell with a sister. I've got a sister.
Oh, to be fair, no.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like,
Yeah, no, your
Johnny's
sister's
already
also
tried to tap my sister's friend. He's already referenced that. You know, that's absolutely fine. If she's listening tonight, Johnny is
Hey,
still.
where's the
Fuck up, man.
Johnny is like free and single at the moment, and he is taking numbers. So yeah, get in contact with Jonathan Edwards. You can do it via my email. It's ritchie.johnston@smallradio.co. It's £50 for a massage. Anything else, he gets a little bit of commission on it, but it's like £70 for extras. You know what I mean? Each extra, obviously, because you know we're not like that. And you know, I'll make sure he's fed and watered beforehand. You know, but you know, we'll talk about that off the books anyway, because you know I don't want to incriminate.
He'll let me out the cupboard one day.
Yeah, mate. You know, this is the thing, right? The other day as well. There's a little girl that lives next door to us, and
oh, where's this going?
No.
Ritchie, what have you been up to?
No, basically, like, she was like, "Oh, where's Jake?" Because she's always asking for Jake and that. She's always like, "Where's Jake?" when I'm out there and that. And I went, "Oh yeah," because it'd been a little shit this one particular day. So I'm like, "Yeah, he's in a cage. I've locked him in the attic. He's having a timeout until he can get out." And then he just comes busting through because like this is like 10 minutes of like continuously talking to her about this cage and putting him in there and that. And she's like, "Jake, you've bust out the cage." And I'm like, "You get this out of your buddy." And he just looks at me like, what's she talking about, man? And I'm just like, "Just agree, mate." And he's just like, "Yeah, I am. I'm great." And then he just runs off and goes and plays with the like. So yeah, the other day he wound her up and he stormed off and she's like, "God, where's this cage? I want to put him back in it," you know. So yeah, we've got this thing now going on that they think that we put Jake in a cage. So it's one of those. Now I've got to make a note in the background because before the show, Johnny asked me to play this one. I might play it towards the end of the show as well. It's Tongue Tied by Group Love. Ryan, you said earlier you don't like this song, do you? It's one of these songs that you don't like.
No, I really do not like
Why don't you like it? It's a really happy. Oh, it's because it's a happy song, and you're like, and I bet you're like it's like a vampire walking into church, isn't it? When happiness is near Ryan, he just sort of like burns. It's happiness, you know. He's a registered grump. I'm having real good fun animating the cartoon, by the way, at the moment, because yeah. Ryan's obviously notoriously the grumpy one.
We're all at his mercy.
Johnny's like Mechanical Arms McGee. Now he said it, that's what he's getting. Mechanical arms that'll blow his nuts off. And then there's me. I always kind of like to describe myself as a joke and that as like, you know in the 90s, like there was that band. Is it Four Non-Blondes? I look like one of their members. I got the check shirt. I'm quite happy with that look, though. You know, it's a particular look. There's a particular stereotype that goes with it, but I'm comfortable with that. You know, it's all good. It is all good because I'm, you know, cool.
How's those trees looking, mate?
They're looking huggalicious, mate. You know what I mean? I could just rin all day long. I'm telling you. But yeah. So yeah, let's have some more music. It's the GameboyZ. We're risque. It's NSFW time. We got some Steel Panther, and this is all I want to do is myself tonight.
You?
Now I'm gonna warn you, it's after 10 o'clock now, so it is the uncensored version, so prepare to be rocking out while we're Beavis and Butthead in it and nodding along to the song. This is Smile Radio. We are the GameboyZ.
Eyeliner, no bitch around here is finer. If
welcome back. It's the Game Boys. That was Prima, Donna and Cruel Summer. We're here for the next little while. We've got a couple more songs to go this evening here. But yeah, I'm going to bring the lads in and we're going to chat a little bit more for the next little while. Throw the hypothetical out there. So, you get offered the dream job. What would you be? Would you be a private investigator where you're working for yourself, kind of like busting cases? Or would you be James Bond? Would you work for the government? Which one would you go for? Ryan, let's start with you on this one because we had like Jonno.
I'd work for myself.
You'd go for yourself. You'd be like the private dick, would you? That's cool, man. Johnny, what would you go with? Would you be the government man or would you be the private eye?
Is there an assassin option?
Well, private investigators might get that it's one of those, it's really funny. Like, the reason I bring this up is like I've got a pilot in production at the moment, and I got to actually see the edit of it. It's about a private investigator based in Norfolk, and the guy that I made it with, he was on Skype to me when we was talking about it the other night. He goes, "Now, would you think it's believable?" And I said to him, now you got to kind of look at this as a kind of What We Do in the Shadows meets like a Channel 5 docu-soap sort of thing. It's all tongue-in-cheek and that, like humour-wise and stuff. And I was like, well, if it was anywhere else, I wouldn't. But because it's set in Norfolk, I totally do believe it, because it's like, I'm not going to spoil any of it for you guys.
God's sake.
Like, Jam's actually got a cameo in this. It's confirmed he has got a cameo in the show.
So it didn't get caught there.
No, he is a passerby in this. He's
What a shame.
You have to look for him. Look for our little Pennywise, little ginger ninja. He's trotting around in the scene when it comes out very soon. But yeah, the cuts are close to doing. Now, I got thinking about it. I mean, like, being the government agent, that's all cool and that, because you got that budget. But then I watched Shaft on Netflix, the newest Shaft. I kind of reviewed it a few weeks ago. Check out on the podcast and that. But I think I'd love to be a private eye as well, just like the grit of life, the photography and that. But I mean, they do sex it up for TV because, like, it's not as exciting as it sounds, but then it kind of is. Like, the guy that I make Norfolk PI with, he is also a private investigator in real life, right? And he's telling me about some of the cases, and I was open-mouthed when he was telling me, because I was like, no. And he's just like, yeah. I don't really want to go into them because of confidentiality and stuff like that. But like, plus I might have nicked some of these stories for the script and that, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna throw myself there. But yeah,
He's running out of ideas already.
He was telling me some of these like stories. Well, no, it's because I wanted to go for a grounded approach as to what private investigators do. Now, a lot of the job is what you'd think it is, like taking seedy photos of people, like, having affairs and stuff. But then there's like blackmail cases involved as well. Like, he had like clients from overseas getting involved and stuff. You know what I mean? And it's proper crazy. And I didn't think about it. And it's like, yeah, I've got to put trackers on cars so I can keep an eye on a car in a cheating case and all that. And it's like, whoa. So you actually, it's like, yeah, camera glasses, all of that. So, I've adapted that. So he has got pretty much a little bit of that, like, old school James Bond spy craft setup with the glasses that record stuff and, body cameras and like undercover microphones and stuff. So he picks up all the sound and everything like that. So I'm using all this, like, writing it down, and I'm like, I don't think I'd be able to get that past, like, a production, like a distributor, because they wouldn't believe it. And it's like, no, it's all true stories, but again, it's because of confidentiality, you can't talk about it. But talked about it, I was like, yeah, that is actually a pretty cool job. I always just thought it was pretty sleazy, but yeah, no, goddamn. But yeah, look out for Norfolk PI, a work of my own coming very shortly, hopefully to maybe cough Netflix to you. But yeah, we're getting close to the end of our show. We're going to have a couple more songs and we'll have a bit more chat. But yeah, private eye. If you're both working for yourselves as private eyes, what would be your forte? Would you like to do the blackmail side of things? Would you like to do like the cheating spouse kind of thing, like the following people? What element of private eye sort of excites you guys? Johnny?
Oh, you would come to me first.
Obviously.
That'd be the trailing people.
The trading people, so you're a stalker.
I don't really know.
There you go. Just admitted it. Like, watch out, ladies. Jonathan Edwards, master stalker. But yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Give me a first name, I'll find you.
Hunt. Like, he's not just a Losthunstman in gaming. That's all we can say. But yeah, Ryan, what would be your main thing? What would be the ideal case for you? Would it be like cheating spouse, like
Probably the
blackmail
cheating
case?
and the-
You wouldn't go for the blackmail side of it. Like you got like somebody's getting blackmailed, they want to know who's blackmailing them, so you got to find out the person that's actually blackmailing this person, track them down. You know, with next to no information and that, and you got to get it's like the proper real life, like off the books case, isn't it? It's like, you know what you write, like every writer's wet dream basically. You go, oh, I've got to like find out who the blackmailer is and that, you know. But it's one of those, isn't it? Kind of. You get me? So yeah, no, I guess I'd go Private Eye as well. But you wouldn't be interested in the James Bond lifestyle, no? Like martinis, girls, guns, and
certain one part I would.
What the
Yeah, of course we know it.
what the gadgets?
The beach, the martini, and the girls.
And the gadgets, yeah. See, there's like 5 things there, not just one thing there that would make you want to go James Bond and that. No, that's cool, I get it, it's cool. But yeah, again, it's like, you know,
I get all the stuff I need, and then I disappear.
But a lot of it is kind of like, you got to keep government secrets for life now. A lot of these spies, like, go back from, like, we've got survivors, like, spies from the, like, World War and that, and they've still got secrets and stuff that they've had to keep for all their lifetime and that. So you got to be a pretty good secret keeper to be a spy and stuff and that, man. And yeah, it's a hard lifestyle because you've got to be one person in one place and another person in another place.
Oh, Ryan's out then.
Yeah. Well, with the Private Eye, you can just blend into the scenery and you're just absorbing, and you don't have to do any of that kind of like, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess there's an element of disguise involved and stuff in it. I mean, you know, but yeah, no. I guess I'd be a Private Eye.
I can do that very well, actually.
Listeners, let us know what you'd think. Get in contact at Smile Radio Yorkshire on Facebook, at Smile Radio 3 on Twitter and Instagram, at GameboyZ of Smile on Instagram, at GameboyZ of Smile on Facebook. We're not quite trendy enough to be on Twitter just yet. However, Smile Radio itself is celebrating its first year this month. And as well as that, we've also just been to Livefields, catch that on the podcast, which is now available on demand. And as well as that, you know, lots of great stuff coming. We've had loads of new music this week, so listen out for the independent artist playlist playing throughout the weekend and such. You got the new music food truck. We've got a new Be Kind to Your Mind with Narelle Summers on Saturday. I'm quite good how I can just reel these off the top of my head now, isn't it, lads? I bet you're all like, how does he do that with no memory? And I
He's
don't know.
secretly reading off a piece of paper.
He's
I'm
got
not.
it written down in front of me.
I have not got it. I assure you, it's because I sit there and I've had to absorb that schedule. Like, I remember that schedule more than I remember what's going on at the time of Jake's birth these days. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It's like you have to push something out to keep something in, and it's like, yeah, I have to remember the schedule. So yeah, all these great shows coming up this weekend, and you know, we'll be back in the week as well. Right, we're gonna play some more music. This is a cover of Dancing in the Streets, and this is by the Struts.
Summer's here and the time is right.
Yeah, what a great cover of the Dance in the Street by the Struts there. Welcome back, it's the Game Boys here for the last little bit of the show tonight. I hope you've enjoyed listening in. We will be back again tomorrow night with the Renegade Rock Hours, a little bit more intense.
You know
as
it.
always. You know, Thursday nights is like the warm-up, you know, we come in there with the cool, calm chirp line, and then tomorrow we're going to make the move on you. So you need to listen into that show, that's from 10 o'clock. Coming in like a smooth player.
Prepare to be holding on to the headboard.
Alright, you know, I was going for subtle in your Wednesday. Johnny's just
Jesus,
like, yeah, you know,
bloody hell.
here's a rag with some chloroform, just sort yourself out and I'll be in after the show, alright? That's Johnny there, like, he just... We was talking between the show.
Wow.
Well, no, we was talking in between the show, like how, like throughout the evening, like we had little nicknames going on, like Ryan's Digestive, Jam's Gingerbread, because that came from an earlier segment, and Johnny started off as Shortcake, and he evolved because I don't even remember why. Why did you evolve, Johnny?
I
don't know.
Oh, we can't remember, but he's evolved from Shortbread to Danger Wank. Like a Pokemon, he's gone into his next form.
It was because of the metal arms.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, because of the metal arms. That's what, right? Because he wants to be a mechanical man with metal arms that have got guns on their knuckles that can blow his balls off. But that's cool. To each their own, and you know that's all what life is all about, isn't it? It's just about being happy and stuff, and you know, yeah, be happy and be happy and shit. That's my message to the world, isn't it? There you go. So yeah, this is the Game Boys. I'm Ritchie J. You can catch me again tomorrow with these pair of clowns. Over to you, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm Danger Wank apparently, and I'll hasta la vista ya.
Bang bang. And finally, over to Digestive Biscuit. How you doing, bud? It's your moment to
Why
shine
did I
here.
get digestive biscuit from, may I ask?
There you go. I went in with the late trigger for that one. We had to do it before the show closed out, you know. I figured this week we'd go the other way and how close we could get it to the end of the show before I triggered him. And apparently it was right at the end of the show this week. So yeah, place your bets next week. Answers on a postcard, stamped address envelope. I don't know, do people still even do that? I'm not sure. But we are the Game Boys.
Oh man.
We're back tomorrow night with the Renegade Rock Hours. Party on and listening to the music tonight, because it's about to get to the Indie Rock Hours here at Smile Radio. Rock and roll.